Hey everybody, welcome back here, Collector of Stuff. I thought it would be a great idea for me to go ahead and do an entire overview of my movies and DVDs. I've already done my TV shows and my animated cartoons. I've done my musicals, things like that. But I want to go ahead and do my movies because I've got a whole range of films from action, adventure, comedy, horror, fantasy, sci-fi, sports movies, martial arts movies, teen movies, all kinds of things like that. So yeah, I just thought I would try to knock this off here and do a series of videos, and I will try to make each one of them as short as possible, but I don't want to make them too long so that you guys lose interest. So without further ado, this is the first in this new series of videos in my movie collection. On this shelf here, we have both the action movies and the adventure movies. So action and adventure. So let's start with the action. First off, we have Air Force One, starring Harrison Ford, as he plays the President of the United States, and Air Force One is hijacked. I'm a big fan of the James Patterson books about Alex Cross. So yeah, I had to own Alex Cross. Tyler Perry, pretty good in this one actually. He's comes closer than Morgan Freeman as far as capturing what I think Alex Cross is like in the books. Next we have Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. When I saw this movie in the theater for the first time, those first 15-20 minutes of this movie just petrified me. I have a great fear of heights and falling anyway, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Next we have Billy Jack, starring Tom Laughlin, a great action movie from 1971. Yeah, 1971. It's the only Billy Jack movie that I own. Next we have Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Another Stallone movie, Cobra, that I really like. Next we have Bruce Willis in Die Hard. Seen that movie way too many times. Next we have a 4-pack of Dirty Harry movies. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, and Sudden Impact. Yeah, everybody loves, gotta have a little Clint Eastwood in there. Next we have the original Fast and Furious movie. To be honest, as much as I love action and cars, I'm just not crazy about this. It's the only one that I own. I'm not crazy about the series. I know a lot of people are. I'm just weird that way. Don't really care for it that much. Next we have G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. I'd really like to get the other G.I. Joe movie that came out with that. Next we have Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Wonderful, wonderful action movie. Next we have Schwarzenegger in The Last Action Hero. Sort of an action comedy thing, yeah. That's pretty good. It's a 3-pack of the Lethal Weapon movies, Lethal Weapon 1, 2, and 3. I do not own the 4th one. I do not plan on owning the 4th one. It's crap. Couldn't stand it. Thought it, some of the characters in that one were just very obnoxious. Won't say who they were. Next we have Point Break with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Great action movie. I do not own the first Rambo, but I do own Rambo Part 2, First Blood, which I really like this movie. The first one I can take or leave it. If I get a good deal on it, I'll pick it up somewhere, but I'm not looking for it. One of my favorite Saturday afternoon kind of movies, Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. My wife makes fun of me for how often I watch this movie. I just never seem to be able to get tired of it. Next we have The Sentinel, with Michael Douglas and Kiefer Sutherland and Eva Longoria. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all right. Another great early 70s action trilogy. Now, this is the original Walking Tall. This is not that Dwayne Johnson, The Rock remake crap. This is the original. Joe Don Baker is Sheriff Buford Pusser, and Bo Svensson in parts 2 and 3. Yeah, I grew up watching these movies. They're fabulous. So much fun. All right, that's the action section. Now the rest of these here on this shelf are adventure. First we have 10,000 BC. I actually have not watched this yet. I picked it up at a used bookstore for like $1. Haven't watched it yet. One of my favorite John Carpenter movies is Big Trouble in Little China with Kurt Russell. Fantastic movie. I love this movie. Never get tired of it. Next we have Congo. First Night with Sean Connery and Richard Gere and Julia Ormond. Of course, no DVD collection is complete without The Goonies. Everybody loves The Goonies. Got to have that in there. Everybody knows that story. Next we have Gremlins. I just kind of stuck it in my adventure. I really wasn't quite sure what to do with it. It didn't quite seem to be horror. So I didn't quite know what to do with Gremlins. So for right now, it's stuck in there. Next we have Gunga Din with Cary Grant and Douglas Fairbanks. Yep. We have the 4 Indiana Jones movies: Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Not a big fan of the 4th one, but I'm a completist as whenever I can be, and so yeah, I had to be able to pick up the 4th one. Next is Jewel of the Nile, Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, Danny DeVito. Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brendan Fraser. Another one that I have not actually seen yet. Picked it up along with 10,000 BC. Used copy. Haven't watched it yet. Very underrated movie, Master and Commander with Russell Crowe. I'm a fan of old sea movies and pirate movies and things like that. So this is a wonderful updated story about sailing and the sea. Next we have The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I actually have The Mummy and The Mummy Returns in my adventure, while I have the original Mummy for the Universal Monsters series in my horror. I consider this to be more adventure than horror. Next we have the Muppets Treasure Island. I don't own enough Muppets stuff in my DVD collection, so looking to get more of that, but I do have Muppet Treasure Island. Next we have the 2 National Treasure movies, National Treasure and National Treasure 2, of course with Nicolas Cage. Lots of fun and adventure there. I have the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Of course, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. I do not have the last one that came out. This is a collection of those Pirates of the Golden Age, that has 4 pirate movies: Against All Flags, Buccaneer's Girl, Yankee Buccaneer, and Double Crossbones. I've seen, I think, 2 of these. I have not watched the entire DVD yet. Next we have Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Of course, Kevin Costner. While it's a great movie, good story, I still laugh at Kevin Costner portraying Robin Hood at times, just because there's no attempt whatsoever at an English accent. And here is Romancing the Stone, which of course goes along with Jewel of the Nile. Next we have Turner Classic Movies, the 4-movie set of Tarzan. Grew up loving Tarzan. Yeah, can't get enough of Tarzan. This one features Tarzan the Ape Man. Tarzan escapes. Tarzan finds a son, and Tarzan and his mate. Yeah, these are the classic Tarzan movies with Johnny Weissmuller. To me, no one else could play Tarzan. Next, we have the Three Musketeers, the two-part movie, Three Musketeers and the Four Musketeers, of course, with Oliver Reed, Raquel Welch, Richard Chamberlain, Michael York, Faye Dunaway, Charlton Heston. I remember seeing both of these when they came out in the theater many years ago. I think this was like 1974, and later on found out it was actually intended to be one movie, but because of the length they divided it up into two. So yeah, great rendition, lots of adventure and comedy in Three Musketeers. And last but not least, we have the movie adaptation of everybody's favorite childhood book, Where the Wild Things Are. Yeah, very nice. Got to have that in there too. All right. Okay, that concludes the first shelf here in my DVD, the action and the adventure. Stay tuned for the next part where we're going to be looking at my comedy movies. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.